hosting the Berchtesgaden Microbiome Science Days is for me a very personal thing, because now I see research going on which I would have liked that it had already been there 30 years ago, especially when you look now at cancer research, where you see the microbiota is the most important, but also, for example, that perhaps if we had the right bacteria, there would not be any autoimmune diseases. And what I see here is that everyone really talks to each other very privately, very much in advance about things that have not yet been published, and there are so many new things to develop, and so many people coming back after 2 or 3 years to the Science Days and saying, that was incredible, yeah? Here I got the right ideas for my new research.
I'm working on the human gut microbiome at a global scale, interested in understanding how our lifestyle and industrialization of our life impacted our gut microbiome and the way we interact with it, and trying to link that with the rise of inflammatory-based disease that are rising worldwide.
So it was very exciting to talk about some of my research, looking at the role of secondary bile acids in intestinal inflammation. And overall, this conference has been fantastic. It's been a small, intimate group of people who share a common interest.
I like the event, as every year, very, very much. It's really a great event to meet all the people again, new people every year, and some old friends. This year's topic is drug and microbiome interactions.
So our interest is, why do drugs work and why don't drugs work? We find the microbiome is an important modifying factor, probably important biomarker, whether an anti-TNF therapy works in inflammatory bowel disease.
So I present 2 smaller studies. We have a sports intervention study.
What we presented was that we have an idea to treat colorectal cancer with only bacteria. So we don't want to use medications anymore.
This year we were presenting 2 works on protein energy malnutrition and how this may affect both innate and adaptive immunity.
As a clinical translational endocrinologist, I would like to really propose a women's topic. This is polycystic ovary syndrome. It's an overgrowth of hair with testosterone increase, and this affects at least 10% to 20% of women worldwide.
So I was presenting some research about baby stool and metabolites in baby stool and how these are affected by breast milk and formula milk.
We found a bacterium in the intestine from patients with alcoholic hepatitis that drives actually the disease. And if you eliminate that bacterium, you make, at least in a preclinical model, you make disease better in this this humanized mouse model. And I always love to come back to the Microbiome Science Day in Berchtesgaden. It's one of the best events in my scientific life, and it's always a pleasure to be here.